Hello everybody, I'm Michael Reed, counseling astrologer with over 20 years of experience in the astrological field, working with the Vedic system of astrology. If you're interested in scheduling a consultation with me, you can do so through the link that you'll see above in this video. And if you're interested in learning about the Nakshatras more deeply, which are the essence behind these regular videos that I do have a present course that's ongoing that you can also register for if you follow the link you see above in the video. So the Cosmic Research and Development team is working overtime right now. And you may feel like you're in a position where you're being consistently asked to revamp your plans, come up with new ideas, constantly finding that certain things aren't working, whilst in the midst of it, things appear to be kind of falling apart. And it's this element of things falling apart that may have a lot of you worried at the moment. But in reality, where something is falling apart, something else is coming together. Venus is presently transiting Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, where between now and the 8th of April, it's going to be working in connection with Mercury. So if you take your mind off of what seems to be collapsing and try to focus it on what you're trying to bring together, you'll likely begin to feel that things are conspiring in your favor rather than working against you. Venus is a planet that's very deeply connected to the concept of cohesion. It's of the water element. And water, in terms of the Vedic system of the 5 elements, is the element that precedes Earth. And we need that condensation, that gelling together of something for anything to really become solid. So there's a really good potential for that to happen at the moment. It's just that there's also a lot of nervous and, for lack of a better way to put it, racy energy that's kind of moving beneath the surface. And as Venus and Mercury, as they're traveling together, are receiving an aspect from Saturn, it's kind of placing you in a position where you feel like things are not moving as quickly as you ultimately need for them to. But with Saturn in Uttara Ashada Nakshatra, forming this angle to Venus and Mercury in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, here's a lot of what's going on. Notice I said the Cosmic Research and Development team, right? Venus is like the cosmic advisor in material affairs when it comes to the planetary kingdom. It's there to tell you what you need to do in order to make your life more enjoyable, in order to make it feel like it's got a deeper level of purpose to it. The only thing is there's a great element of confusion that's coinciding with this particular period of time. And part of what is feeding into that element of confusion is trying to sort out the minute details of something that you're trying to put together, when instead you need to be focusing on the essence of the situation. Now, as Saturn is in Uttara Ashada Nakshatra, it has you doing the best you can, trying to come up with answers, trying to come up with solutions, ultimately finding that you're meeting with some resistance. But every time you meet with that level of resistance, it's kind of opening up a new pathway to you. Because if you don't know what doesn't work, how can you come up with an idea of what is going to work? So Saturn's giving you the potential to do that, and it's giving you some time with which to develop some ideas as you're moving forward. And again, if you can keep your mind less focused on the details and more focused on the periphery, you'll begin to see the essence of what is actually coming together at the moment. And rather than feeling like it's something that's frustrating you, in terms of you feeling like it's not coming together as quickly as you would like, or in the exact precise manner that you would like for it to, you'll find that it's actually coming together in a manner that is quite inspiring. You can help that process along by yourself focusing on the idea that's at the essence of what it is that you're trying to achieve, that equally feels as inspiring as the details you would like to have happen, but are not quite as complex as the details. You see, as Venus and Mercury are presently transiting through Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, and you won't hear me talk too much about the outer planets as I work with the Vedic system of astrology, but this is really pronounced due to the fact that they're in close proximity to Neptune, so it's creating a lot of really fuzzy energy at the moment, and that's what's adding to the confusion. But whenever Neptune's involved in the equation, we need to think wider rather than quite as narrow, right? So follow the thing that makes you feel good right here about the situation that you're dealing with, that makes you feel like you're willing to sacrifice for, but be happy sacrificing for, rather than feeling like it's a chore or it's too much to deal with. Instead, you need to be focusing on what doesn't frustrate you and putting your time and energy in that direction. Now, I can hear what you might be thinking. You're going, well, everything about trying to make this situation that I'm currently dealing with is pretty frustrating. But you see, if that's really frustrating, that's because you're getting caught up in all those details that I was really trying to warn you about, because you're attached to a specific direction. And on a certain level, you can't help but be that way, right? Because we're humans, we have to sort through all these experiences that we're going through, and especially with the present energy, that feels a little bit confusing, right? And as I said before, as you're beginning to focus on those details, you're going to find out which ones work, which ones don't work. But as that happens, again, rather than getting frustrated by the moment, look at where you might be able to direct your energy and direct your attention in a manner that feels like you're a lot more passionate, but is equally contributing to the situation. And if you could use a little bit of help with this particular process, I should mention that I do offer several different levels of astrological service. All of these are available on my newly revised astrological services page, which you can find a link to above. That's going to do it for this look at Venus's transit through Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, now through the 14th of April 2019. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.